welcome guys. This beautiful guitar is a Huss and Dalton TDR Pilgrim. You can see by the way that the fingerboard juts into the sound hole, perhaps those of you who know, this is an enlarged sound hole, and this is Huss and Dalton's throwback or their homage to the Tony Rice Clarence White Martin guitar that had the sound hole enlarged. And this has East Indian rosewood back and sides, an Appalachian Thermo cured red spruce top, which I believe is another name for Adirondack. This has 1 23/32 inch nut width, which is, I believe, right between 1 3/4 and 1 11/16. It's taking a little adjustment for me, even though it's just a minor difference. The neck shape is it feels like just kind of a shallow V-shaped neck, so it's not a very deep neck. And I believe these are D'Addario EJ17s. They are definitely medium gauge strings, and judging by the composition and how they feel in my fingers, I'm fairly certain these are phosphor bronze D'Addario EJ17s. Let's compare this guitar to a Boucher or two. This is my Boucher Studio Goose. This is the SG52 BMV. The 52 means it is an East Indian rosewood dreadnought. The BMV means it has the burst top, a master grade Torrefied Adirondack top, and the V indicates that it has the squared off vintage headstock. So let's have a comparison of these two rosewood dreadnoughts, and then we'll bring in a wild card or two, a couple mahogany guitars, just to categorize. These are all best in class, very high-end dreads. So we'll do the apples and apples, and then we'll do the oranges and see what you guys think. All right, and I will talk less in between. But by the way, this is 1 3/4 inch nut width. These strings are D'Addario XS, kind of a medium light gauge. So they are 54 on the wound string, on the low E string, and on the high string it's 12.5. So they're sort of right in between mediums and lights. But that's what's on the guitar. They're sounding good, so I'm going to roll with it. Again, you can hear how the sustain is just really great on both of these guitars. Let me come right back to the Huss and Dalton while that's fresh in your mind. One more time on the Boucher. now I'm going to get the Huss and Dalton back in your head. Just kind of give us a reference from the Huss and Dalton. There's more of a fundamental sound that I'm getting, even though this is East Indian Rosewood. It has a very nice fundamental. There are overtones, but they're not overly jangly like some Rosewood guitars can be. Now let's hear. This is the Boucher BG42T. This has the bluegrass D'Addario excess strings, so these are medium gauge wound strings, but light gauge the plain strings. Now this is a mahogany back and side guitar, Torrefied Adirondack top. The Brazilian mahogany is also Torrefied on the back and side, so that's a unique feature of this guitar, and it's a very special instrument. Now this is a mahogany sound versus the rosewood on the other two guitars that I just played. All right, let's come back to the Huss. So to me, the Huss and Dalton, it almost sounds like it's a bridge between what I associate with as Rosewood dreadnought guitars with Adirondack tops. It's almost like right in between kind of that more cliche classic Rosewood guitar. Maybe you're hearing that in the Boucher. But with the mahogany Boucher guitar, that's just a special guitar in its own way. If you prefer the mahogany sound, that guitar is just flat out going to win. But all of these guitars are musical. They're inspiring to play. Let's see. Let me just strum some different chords. Isn't that rich? All right, we'll go right back to the bluegrass Goose. This is mahogany, but let's have a listen. It's just hard to beat this guitar. There's a depth. It's very light. Mahogany guitars are usually lighter than rosewood guitars, all things being equal in my experience. Not always, but usually. Now, in the ways that I said that the Huss and Dalton TDR Pilgrim almost bridges a gap between rosewood and mahogany, I would also venture to say that this BG42T-G, the gold touch means it's a torrefied top, the G. I would say for a mahogany guitar, this has the sparkle and the overtone and the harmonic clarity that a lot of people associate with rosewood guitars, yet it delivers the fundamental all at the same time. It's magical in the way that it does that. If you would have told me this was a master graded Adirondack top, I would have thought so. Still feel it resonating. Just sparkly, clear, rich, some fundamentals, but overtones and just everything you want and nothing you don't. Here's the Huss and Dalton. This is a good sounding guitar, isn't it? What do you guys think? Let me just swing back to the Rosewood Boucher, the Studio Goose. These Bouchers are just so good. All right, let's just hear the bluegrass Goose again, the Mahogany. By the way, I'm using a Bluechip TAD-40 guitar pick. So this is a large triangle, and it's a little bit warmer than the picks that I've normally been using. And I think they might bring a sweetness to these guitars. While we've heard all of those, let's bring in a wild card. This is a Martin D18 aged authentic 1937. Now this guitar has a little bit more of a mid-range presence to my ears from behind the sound hole. It's loud. The low E strings, the richness of the wound strings has that guttural kind of bravado that you expect from a 30s designed, and I say designed because this is the authentic series. This is the throwback to the 1937 model. That E chord. There's a richness. Now there's a brightness, even with this thicker Bluechip TAD-40 pick. There's a brightness to the treble strings. If I dig in hard, it can be just a little strident, a little bit in your face, but just finesse the guitar. Hear that harmonic overtone sustain on the high notes? plate. That was the fleshy part of my thumb just for the chord. How rich is that? Okay, now that you've got that in your head, let's come back to the Mahogany Boucher. More of a refined flavor, perhaps a little more intimate, a little more pristine, maybe more modern. Listen to that resonance. It's all there. Overloading the mic. I wasn't thinking about that. Looking at the meter on the recorder, and I am seeing some red. So hopefully that's not really bad clipping. Let's come back to the Huss and Dalton. Again, Rosewood, large sound hole, but also all of these are Adirondack tops, and all of them are Torrefied. Martin calls it the VTS. So I'll close by saying I really like this guitar. Having played all of these back to back, the one thing that I am noticing, and this is just my personal comment that you won't ever grasp from a video, is the neck feel. The neck feels good, but I'm feeling cramped for whatever reason on this 1 and 23/32 nut width. Maybe if the neck was deeper, it wouldn't be as profound, but I'm really having to focus on cleanly striking all of the strings without accidentally muting the adjacent string. So that's just an interesting sidebar. Tonally, I think this is a superb guitar. I really, really like it. Maybe if I just dialed into this neck and nut width for a period of time without going back and forth, it would be perfectly fine, and it probably would be, and it may well be. But I welcome your thoughts. If you guys are new to the channel, great time to click on like the video, and if you would subscribe, if you're not a subscriber, that helps notify you as well as other people. The more subscriptions, the more this channel propagates and other people become aware that there is this comparison content, high-end acoustic guitars. Hopefully I'm playing well enough to do them justice. But I thank you so much. It's December of 25. Happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. I wish you joy and peace and all the happiness and health in the world. Thanks for watching. Please comment. Let me know what you're hearing. What do you like? What are your favorites? Thanks.